The mystery of Hogwarts started with my father. This was wondrous. Don't forget your popcorn. They scoured the globe, searching for talent. They didn't want slackers. They didn't want dimwits. J.K Rowling gave us a story, and in return, Hollywood gave her more glory. Harry Potter, baby. They had to produce it. The boy who knew of hurt, he had the scar to prove it. His step-parents didn't approve of his destiny. Maybe they envied him, just like his pedigree. His real folks were magical throughout this puzzle. Not that it mattered if Harry was muggle. Which brings us to Mudblood, the non-magical, at least by default, but they could be masterful. Ronald was there, slurping the slugs, puking them out like Jerad made you subs. Which brings us to Precious, at least for this instance. You might have thought Precious meant you've been molested. The quest that I've taken was restoring Precious. Gollum reduced it to light as a feather. I'm getting off topic. I'll talk about Hogwarts. I love the aroma. Right down to Wingardium LEVIOSAHHHH. It's Leviosa, but I'm very flawed. A child of God acting like a pile of dung. I love to stop trolls and basilisks too. Rightfully so, I would walk in their shoes. I might take the train. I might fly a car. I'd make it on time, punctual as they are. The day that the owls kept sending me letters, that's when I know that we're in this together. A pat on your back for this sorting hat. I'd be a good boy, unlike a Malfoy. I hang out with Hagrid. I'd cook him a dead rat. Actually, I probably shouldn't have said that. Snape would be stern. Perhaps I would squirm. But one thing's for sure, that he wants me to learn. Which brings me to her, my love for a Mudblood. Who could she be? Another one's milk dud? This girl was special. A special little gal, and if she's okay with it, we should be pals. She blossomed right before my eyes through the series. Her kiss scene with Ronald sprung controversy. I always wondered why Harry didn't dig her. It's none of my business, but Ginny delivered. I always wondered why this film resonated beyond magic tricks and when Dumbledore faded. Which brings us to Voldemort, the blackest of magic. Tom Riddle's transformation sounded tragic. He was the star pupil, if I'm not mistaken. It saddened me knowing his placement was vacant. Descending to darkness, the path to the dark side. I could have saved him.
Sure, Mr. Smart Guy.
Restoring the balance and pushing the axis. The last thing I want is this world turned to blackness. This world turned to darkness. Cause black ain't the problem. Black Lives Matter could have told you it's nonsense. Harry, my boy, the pipes are calling. Maybe my true nature was appalling. Appalling as Paul the Parry I am. I parried off from the river of the damned. We could be friends, so you should come here. In fact, maybe I've been the man in the mirror. Which brings me to her, again with this story. I hope when she sees me I don't reflect poorly. It would be great, and it would be grand, if magic was real, and I stayed in the plans, and we stayed in the plans. We're in this together, and I know a steam woman who needs my letter. I'd like to write her, like Hogwarts wrote Harry, inviting her over. She might like Paul Parry, or maybe she won't, and it's just a dream. I hope my steam woman won't run out of steam. Maybe together we'll murder the basilisk. Unless of course I have to settle for Beatrix. That would be sad, with love in the air, and every night that I keep mud in my prayers. She missed out on rapture, and this is the end. The nature of this was hard to comprehend. To think that this girl was someone to believe in, and now all we get is her acts in museums, or wax in museums. She needed that too. Not to be negative, talk to me, boo. Do I intrigue you? Perhaps in the least. If you were Belle, could I become your beast? We'll hang out and smoke weed if that's what you like. You can let me double you on my bike. We can hold hands. I'll let you walk Precious. I'll nibble your ears. They do look delicious. And finally, if you can't tell I'm a Watson, he's falling for you like you just Jenga blocked him.
what this happened to Belle. Do something!
Don't you worry, son.